Should you date in your 20s? Should you have a relationship? Should you avoid it altogether? What should you do, right? So I'm here to help you on this topic and share some wisdom, some knowledge, and help you navigate through this modern day BS where you've got a lot of influencers out there saying don't waste your 20s on girls, focus on just you, right? And when you get to your 30s, when you get to your 40s, that's when you peak as a man, so worry about it then. I'm just going to tell you this, bro, right? You choose to do whatever you want with this information that I'm going to give you. I'm not benefiting from it from any other way other than just speaking wisdom from my heart and trying to help men with the truth, right? So, and the holistic way, right? I go about everything the holistic way with my channel. So a lot of those people, firstly, think about it like this, right? The people that are giving you this information, do they even have a relationship? Are they even wanting to one day find love and settle down? Like, are these people that have been broken, that they haven't healed themselves, that they just say, have 2-3 girlfriends, do this, do that? Do you know what I'm saying? Just use your brain and think a little bit like that, right? Whereas the information I give you, I'm giving you information based on what's already happening within my lifestyle, right? So I don't want to speak on topics that I'm not preaching myself, okay? So in other words, like, I've got a girlfriend, we've got a happy relationship, okay? And I'm only sharing what's worked for me, what's working for me. And the answer to the question, the topic at hand, should you date in your 20s? I would say go for it, bro. Go for it. And the reason why I say go for it is this, right? Let's say I'm going to assume you're on self-improvement because you're watching this channel. You're trying to develop yourself, right? So let's say you've spent 6 months on self-improvement, 12 months on self-improvement. You're starting to, start looking after your physical health. You start looking after your mental health. You're continuously learning. You know kind of which direction you want to go. You're finding your purpose, and you decide, and a girl just falls into your life, right? And you're like, shit, okay, do I take the risk? Do I just say, no, sorry, I can't do this? What do I do, right? And this is my response to you. If she's a good girl, bro, go for it. That's all I've got to say. If she's a good girl, go for it, right? And how do you know if she's a good girl? Well, look, you can watch one of my previous videos on green flags with women, but I'll also dive into another sort of, I guess, direction with women and how to know, if she's a good girl on your journey of self-improvement. So this is what will happen, right? If she's a good girl and you're on self-improvement, she falls into your life, right? I've advised you to go for it, right? I've advised you to go for it. And here's why. When you're trying to go up and you're trying to better yourself, your health, your wealth, your relationships, you're trying to get better at everything, right? She will just complement your life, bro. She will just make your life so much easier, okay? She'll basically slot in to your life. She'll be like your own personal cheerleader in a sense, where she will just support you. She will see your vision, okay? And she will see you at the finish line there, and she'll be like, that's my man, okay? I've got faith in him. Because you're so passionate, because you're not just talking, you're showing her with execution, by stacking up your daily wins, by working on yourself daily, like by reading your books. Like, she sees all this, right? Like, she sees you, and a good girl will appreciate all this. The girls or the hoes that are in the club all the time, they'll be like, why are you reading? Why are you doing this? Why don't you come to the club? Like, they'll suggest all stupid shit, right? So I'm talking about purely a good girl, right? A good girl that wants to see you win. Like, she will want to see you win, bro. She will want to see you win, because it's so attractive for a good girl to be with a guy that's ambitious, be with a guy that's improving daily. You'll almost be like her role model, right? And when you're purely trying to do well and you have this girl to complement your life, she's going to be with you when you basically are at you know, let's say starting from the bottom, right? But when you start working your way up and she's with you on that journey and you both rise up together, she's never going to leave you, bro. She's never going to replace you. You know, she's always going to admire you so much in a way, and you will also respect her as a woman, going, you know what, those times where I worked on myself, those times where I worked on my side hustle, my business, whatever it was, you know, she still supported me. And you know, she will be a positive aura in your life. Like, she will just be positive, you know, and these are the good girl traits. They stay positive, they want to see you win, they don't want to see no bad with you, they don't play no mind games going, oh, how come you don't see me this weekend, right? Like, good girls will understand, okay, cool, he's on his mission, I'm going to support him in every way that I can. You know, you get sick, she starts coming to your aid, looking after you, you know, because look, when you have a good girl, bro, in your life, she doesn't make your life complicated. She just gives you her love and lets you be you. But obviously you have to understand a woman's emotional needs, right? I'm going to do a separate video on understanding a woman's emotional needs and how to go about it, but for this video it's more or less advising you or giving you the green light to say, go for it, bro. If you meet a good girl and you're on your grind, take her along with you on the journey, because it's the journey, right? At the end of the day, it's the journey. I'm going to give you an opposite sort of spectrum to what I'm talking about, okay? So let's say, hypothetically, you waited till you were about 40, your 30s, whatever, and you became really successful. Then you're like, you know what? I deserve love now. I've worked in my 20s. I'm going to find love now, right? You're going to start becoming desperate, because you might think, okay, I've got money, I can pull any girl I want. But then again, think about it like this, bro. The longer you leave it, obviously as men, we're attracted to younger girls the older we get, right? We're not attracted to older women. Like, if you're 35, 40, you're not going to go for a 35, 40-year-old woman. Like, because you know the women that are in that bracket are, they've reached their, you know, potential. They've reached they're at a point where they just purely want to have kids. There's no real love connection in the sense, right? It's all done out of desperation, and I don't want you to be in the same boat, choosing a girl out of desperation. And look, you can definitely get girls in when you're in your 30s and 40s, like younger girls in their 20s. You definitely can, bro. But what I'm trying to say is, when you're at that point, and let's say you've established yourself, you've got your money, you know, you're now looking good, whatever it might be, right? She's going to start to slot into your life as like a person that thinks, okay, well, he's got money, you know, I don't have to cook or clean because we've got a nanny. Like, she's gonna think all these things, and it's not her fault, bro, because you know, this is the thing, women slot into your life and they adapt to your lifestyle accordingly, right? So if you're a millionaire, you know, you decide to, you know, find love at that stage, it's not going to be genuine love, bro. I'm telling you now, she's going to have some sort of, she's going to look at you like, ah, okay, cool, man, he's the safe option, he's got the money, you know, she's going to look at you like that, bro. And what you're going to do is, by avoiding, you know, dating in your 20s and doing all these things, you know, trying to meet girls, and because I'm not saying every girl is going to be the right one, it's going to obviously, you know, take a few dates to meet the right girl, or you might be lucky and meet her on your first date. You never know, right? We can't say this, but if you avoid 20s and you've got no game in your 30s and 40s, right, you know what's going to happen? You're going to meet the wrong girl. And I'm going to tell you like a flip side. I don't want to scare you, but what's going to happen is, let's say she starts, you know, she likes you, but she likes the lifestyle. She prefers, she loves the lifestyle, how you guys stay in expensive places, right? So this relationship is not purely based on a deep love connection. It's just purely based on, he's a safe option, he's got money, yeah, he's attractive, but, you know, I can grow to love him. You go with this girl, right? Let's say you go out with her 2 years, 3 years, you have kids. Now, I'm speaking for majority of Western women, Western relationships in this video, right? So, but then again, there are also, you know, other countries around the world that are now adopting Western culture. So I don't know, bro, but look, either way, You have kids with this girl, right? You're now successful. You have kids with this girl. She loves you, but there's no real ultimate love connection, right? Like the one that you formed from, compared to, let's say, from ground zero, you worked your way up with the girl, and there's a love story behind that, right? In a sense, there's a love story. My man, he started from the bottom, he worked his way up, and now look where we are. Look at, like, that's like a love story. That's a story that you can talk about. Now, on the opposite side, when you do have the kids with her, and let's say a couple of years go by, and she doesn't feel the same way for you, okay? She decides to leave you, okay? And now what's happened is, or what's going to happen is, you now have to deal with divorce, okay? You got to now possibly give her 50% of your earnings, okay? You know, she might go through, she's probably going to go through the court system, because women know their rights these days. She's going to go through the court system, and she's going to live happily ever after. And everything that you work so hard, bro, to build in your fucking 20s has all now gone 50% to her. You've got no love. You've got to now re-establish yourself as a man. Your kids now have a broken relationship with you, right? And now they're going to grow up with, like, again, having not, you know, their father not in their life consistently when they need him, and so forth, right? You're going to have to then pick yourself up, bro. And when you pick yourself up again by 35, 40, you've got no real experience with women, like, because you've decided, and the way society's going, bro, if you leave this longer, 5 years, 10 years, worry about it then. I really can't answer, like, how women are going to be at that point, bro. So I can only talk about now, what we have, and that's why I say, if you have a good opportunity, go for it, bro. Because when things get messy, bro, and you're, you know, in your 30s, in your 40s, and you try to, and especially I'm talking about the men that don't have experience with women, okay, because a lot of men are clueless with women, bro, with relationships, with dating, they're clueless. And look, we're not going to sit here judging, but what I am going to say is, what worst case scenario, what could happen in this instance is, this person's never going to really find love, okay? He's always going to have girls that are just down for his money. He's always never going to be satisfied, because he's going to be like, in his head, you don't understand what I went through in my 20s to build myself to where I want to be. And no woman's going to, like, they don't care, bro, in a sense, right? They're going to see you as the finished product. When you start from, let's say, the bottom and work yourself up with a girl, and she stays with you, and she sees that you've got that drive, that ambition to become that person, she's going to know what it took, right? And she's going to be so attracted to the whole journey itself, bro. She's not going to leave you and go for a guy that's already established and, you know, that flexes all the time. And, you know, girls are not attracted to all that bullshit, bro. Girls are emotional creatures. Once you start understanding women better, then you'll understand. But you've got all these, you know, I guess, influencers, you know, saying, you know, have 2 girls, with money you can have 2 girlfriends. Yeah, you can, bro, but at the end of the day, they don't love you for who you are, bro. There's purely no way they love you for who you are. They love the lifestyle. They're addicted to that, bro, right? So you don't want to be picking up the pieces later on in life, okay? And what, do you want to be like 45 by the time you have kids? And then when your kid's 18, how old would you be, bro? You'd be like 63, right? Fuck, bro, 63 as a dad. Do you really think you're going to have enough energy to father your child at that age, bro? Think about it, bro. Like, no one talks about this. Everyone talks about now, like, do this, do that, right? I'm trying to instill the bigger picture into your life. And at the end of the day, as I said, don't listen to me. It's up to you what you do with this information, right? But just think about what I've said to you and base your decision, you know, based on my experience, my knowledge, like what I can share and help you with, right? Like, that's why I'd make these videos. It's going to be much harder later on in life, bro. With the way society's going, I would say don't leave this till later, bro, because I can't guarantee how society are going to manipulate women with their rights and everything like that. Who knows, bro? Later on in life, maybe when you get divorced, you got to give 70% of your earnings. We don't know, bro. We don't know what the court systems are going to do later on in Western world countries. We don't know, bro, how the way the world's going. So what we should do is we should embrace what we have now and as a man, we should just basically focus on doing the whole journey and having the health, having the wealth, having the relationship, focus on doing that all together, right? That's our duty as a man. We should focus on that. And yes, obviously put prime focus to, you know, your business, yourself, where you want to go, right? Because you've got to be good mentally first before you can please someone else. But that's why I said, I'm assuming that you've, you know, got good habits. You're looking after your physical health, your mental health. You know what you want to do business-wise or job-wise. You might, you know, okay, this is where I want to get. I'm going to start here and grow myself to the top. You've got some sort of drive, right? You're putting a dent in the universe, right? And the girl's going to see that, bro. So that's what I'm saying. With the good girls that are still out there, bro, in this modern day, I would definitely just take advantage of it, okay? And let her come with you on this journey, okay? Because when you get there, bro, at the end and you reach that destination with her, holding her hand, it's going to feel good, man. It's going to feel good for both of you, trust me. And she's never going to leave you because she's seen the sacrifices that it took to get there. She saw you consistently putting in work, which is very attractive to a woman. Finding a guy that's ambitious, that's on his grind, rather than having a guy that just comes in the Lamborghini, picks her up and goes, yep, we're going here, we're going here, we're going here. Yeah, she's going to fall in love with the lifestyle, don't get me wrong, but she's not going to fall in love with you, bro. And at the end of the day, do you really want to be one of those losers where you've got money, you're lacking in other areas like your physical health, you look like shit, you've got the money, right? And you've got maybe a good looking girl, but she's not with you for you, bro. She's not with you for you. And I'm sorry to tell you, but she's not with you for you. And you don't want to be going through divorce later on in life, brother. You don't want to be going through these problems. You're going to end up possibly, look, I'm not saying this will happen, but you're possibly going to pick up an addiction again, okay? Because life's going to be more difficult. You're not going to feel like you're able to, you know, get a good girl. You're going to end up settling for less. You're going to go, what are you going to be, one of those guys that goes through 2, 3, 4 divorces in life and go through life like that? No, man, don't do that. That just is a representation that you haven't fixed yourself, bro. You haven't fixed your understanding of relationships. You know, women, you don't understand women. That's why you keep ending up in divorces, right? Because women only divorce men that are just not getting it, bro. They're just not getting it. They think they get it. They're like, oh, but I've done this, I worked on my business, bro. Women dynamics, women are emotional creatures, bro. They need their emotional needs met, bro. She's gonna love the money side to things, but she's, at the end of the day, bro, if you want her to truly desire you, you've got to meet her emotional needs, right? And I'll make a different video on that. But look, bro, hope I've clarified your mind on, you know, which decision to take. But I would say go for it, bro, because look, one thing I want to touch on before I end this video is me personally with my girl. When I met her, like, look, I'm on my self-improvement journey, you know, I'm trying to better myself. Okay, I've overcome my addictions, I've gone through, you know, the trials and tribulations, you know, and she knows about that, right? And I told her, look, this is the direction I want to go business wise. I want to do this with my life. And she messages me, bro, like I get messages from her, sweet messages, and she says, you know, I'm so proud of, you know, how you're going about things. You're so inspirational to me. You know, I'm very, very proud of what you're doing. You're going to be so successful. Like, she says these things, bro, and to hear those things from my girl is such a beautiful thing, bro. It just makes me want to fire up even more, bro, and keep going, bro. Just keep chipping at what needs to be done, bro, right? Like, it's sort of like having a positive cheerleader in your corner, right? By having a girl when you're on your self-improvement journey. So, bro, it's so worthy, okay, of having it. And if you can manage to look after your health, your wealth, and your relationships all as a man, and if you're not sure how to go about it, look, I'm going to keep making videos on those side of things, because you don't want to just be good in one avenue of your life. You need to, you know, be good in all areas of your life, right, to have a successful life. Because if you neglect one thing, let's say relationships, and then you later find a girl and then you start losing everything, as I said before, it could end in divorce, separation of kids. You know, women can turn nasty if you don't pick the right one, and they can end up turning your life upside fucking down, bro. And sometimes, bro, I've met a lot of guys who are very successful, and after their relationships crumbled, they ended up back on drugs. They ended up, or even having a drug addiction. They lost themselves, bro. They went from so good looking to like so unattractive. And why? Is because they've got to pay, you know, the rest of their life. They've got to pay this debt off. And it's sad, bro, and I don't want this to happen to you, bro. I've had a lot of friends that have had end up this way, bro, and bro, I don't want that for anyone, bro, because that is the worst case scenario, and that is a possibility that could happen as well, bro. So all that hard shit that you've worked for so hard in your 20s can turn to shit, bro, and you could lose it just like that, bro, right? So don't believe everything everyone has to say. You find a good girl, keep her, maintain her, keep her happy, stay on your self-improvement, keep your mental health good so you can keep your physical fitness good so you can maintain everything, your health, your wealth, your relationships, right? You can do all of it. And she will just hold you in the strongest limelight possible when you start executing life this way, bro. She will be your personal cheerleader, positive frequency. You know, obviously she's going to have her emotional, you know, times. That's how women are, right? That's why I'm going to make a separate video on emotional needs with women. But all in all, she's going to look at you as highly inspirational, bro. Highly inspirational, because a lot of men choose to sit there with their addictions, do nothing about their lives, complain, victim mindset. But we're not like that, right? We choose to live life the harder way now, okay? And reap the rewards later in life, and live a better lifestyle, live a better, healthier lifestyle later, right? A true lifestyle, honest one filled with love, healthy relationships, right? Where your kids love you, your girl loves you, you know, you're getting unlimited sex from your girl, she just wants to keep jumping on you, like just stuff like this, bro. And I'm talking long-term game as well, bro. I'm not talking about just at the start. So hope this video helped, bro. Hope it helped all the young brothers, you know, not knowing which way to navigate in life. And look, if there's you know, any other videos that anyone likes me to make, you know, on these topics, drop it in the comments, bro. If there was something that you liked about this video in the comment, drop it in the comment, bro. Like I love to, you know, interact with my followers. As I said, this channel's not going to be a massive channel with a million like, I know that, bro. This is going to be a very low-key channel, but I want brothers that resonate with me, and you know, we pick each other up, bro. And this is what my channel is all about, bro. I want to start a movement with this, and I'm not after clout or anything like that. Yeah, so hope this video helped, and I'm going to end it here. If you really like my video, please subscribe. If you're someone new, really helps boost my channel. But yeah, I'll keep continuing to make content, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.